Okay, I was going to review either Magnus or Sanguinius, or even the Black Talons, but I got the Primarch of the Alphalegion a few days ago, and I could not wait any longer. Today, I am Alpharius. Like all his brother Primarchs, he comes with a premium box, with soft foam instead of the usual plastic clamshell, which is reserved to plebs apparently. There is not much in the box anyway. In terms of the equipment, we are close to what we have got with Rogaldorn. The mighty spear and the plasma pistol, no unhelmeted head option, and 4 additional hands. Well, for sure he looks very cool. And if we take a closer look at him, the sculpt looks great, at least about the paint job. The metallic paint, for example, looks amazing with these corrugated armor surfaces, and there are plenty of highlights too, which really make the figure stand out. For some odd reason, the left pauldron has no leather strips on the front. I know it is like the miniature, but yet I cannot find a valid answer for that. Anybody knows? But besides that, the look of the figure really resounds compared to other bland full gold figures I've seen in the past, even Sanguinius in some way. And even with the moderate amount of highlights, the metallic-like paints used for the sea green armor and the gunmetal inserts give this figure a real premium look and feel. On the back we have a nice power backpack with 4 exhausts, modeled after some dragon heads. I remember that Ras had a similar one, but with wolf heads instead. But again, it looks great, even if the cape by itself is nothing special. He has the Primarch pauldron articulations we are used to, which allow great horizontal raise for the arms, even if the bulky armor is practically unable to do any abs crunch. Similarly, these thick legs will have some problems in playing ninja poses. But this very hard and strong armor is definitely my favorite style for Primarchs. Because of this, he reminds me of Rogaldorn, also for how it feels when playing with it. It is the same bulky chest that does not play nice with yoga lessons, but who cares when it looks so amazing. The beauty context has been passed with full marks. On his left leg there is a holster in brown plastic to hold a huge plasma pistol. And there is not a problem to insert it, but closing the plastic secure lock is another kind of a problem. I recommend heating that part and then stretching it a bit before trying. The plasma gun looks neat, and the trademark spear of Alpharius is not inferior at all. With Primarchs you never get bored with weapons loadout. It is not super long, but quite robust, with the asymmetric tips having this fancy design that could be of Necron origin. Paint-wise is a bit meh. It looks quite too shiny and toyish, but looking at it, it would have deserved more care. But if you look at the entire picture, Alpharius and the spear, the contrast between these bright colors and the darker armor is not bad at all, but it could have been better. I cannot stop wondering about those missing leather strips on the left pauldron. It will remain a mystery for me, I guess. But besides that, the overall look is lovely, with that big mysterious armored shape armed with a toy spear and a plasma gun. But jokes aside, after looking at Sanguinius' very poor armor paint job, you know, the usual golden blog, watching this Alpharius rendition is like watching a masterpiece. This is what a lazy paint job and a competent one make such a big difference. Articulation-wise, it seems to me that Alpharius has no extendable hip joints, so some special poses are not available to him. Walking stairs, for example, will look a bit awkward with him. And the first comparison is of course with the faithful Rogaldorn, that is probably responsible for putting an end to Alpharius. Or not. Of course he is smaller than Horus in his huge Terminator armor. This is an easy win for Horus. But he is larger than a Blood Angel's Praetor, despite all his fancy decoration he's carrying. The Ultramarines Cataphracti Sergeant, with a Praetor bare head, is smaller but not that much. And April O'Neil and my custom Non-Neve from the Black Talons mini-wave look tiny compared to a Primarch. and Janatia Kron is no exception. She is awesome and a badass character in lore, and should teach us not to judge people by their size. The new Aquilon Cataphracti Terminators are also huge, but not enough, and their paint job is quite lackluster. Do something, JOYTOY, enough of golden blobs. And then we get back to Alpharius. I'm quite happy for his look. It looks great, and the minor shortcomings should be easy to fix with minor touches. I'm looking at you, Toy Spear. He's the 7th Primarch to be released by JOYTOY, and he's one of the coolest in terms of pure paint job and aesthetic. After him we are getting Valdor, that even without being a Primarch will be on a Primarch level scale. After him, who knows? What is sure is that there will be other alphalegion releases that have already been planned, and that will bring us a lot of cool characters, all sporting this Hydra look and feel. I will be picking and choosing what I like, and those sneaky transhuman super warriors in huge power armor, of course, include a lot of cool figures that I'm looking forward to. But while Dorn and Alpharius compete against each other in the background, it is time to wrap the review up. Primarch figures are among the best JOYTOY has released so far, even if the high and low points are quite evident. The figures on average are well made, have a great engineering, nice armors and weapons, and cool head sculpts and helmets. Alpharius is no exception. The armor is awesome, the pistol cool, the spear is nice but could have been better. There is only the helmeted head option, which is quite annoying. Sanguinius at least has wings and a stand and lots of weapons. This is why it seems to me that he is most comparable to Rogaldon in terms of equipment and general structure. I'm a bit perplexed for the lack of extensible hip joints, which seems to me a regression. But overall the figure is sturdy and well made, so I can only recommend it to all Primarch collectors and of course alphalegion infiltrates. Having said that, I wish you a nice rest of the day, trying to plan a cunning scheme that will hopefully not backfire against you.